Hi, how's it going, guys? You may notice that my hair is down, I'm not wearing makeup. That's because I just took a shower like an hour ago, and my hair takes a long time to dry. And if I put it up when I dry it, before it's dry, it kind of comes out really weird when I pull my hair tie out, which I will show you some other time. But, so yeah, I'm still fresh in the morning, or I feel like it's morning. It's actually already past noon. But I had a rough night. I was waking up regularly throughout the night. I was constantly getting hot and cold. I don't know why I was like that, but I was. It's something that happens a lot, actually. But that's not the important thing here. Actually, there is no important thing here, really, because this is my week in review. Now, if you're new here, first I'd like to quickly introduce myself. I'm Shalina Rolick. I'm a writer. I'm an editor. I make videos about a lot of things, depending on my mood in a particular week. Wednesdays are variety, and every Sunday I do a video like this where I just tell you about my week, things that happened, issues, and how I dealt with them. So that's what this is. Hit the like button if you got anything out of it. Comment what you got out of it. Comment what you wish you could have gotten out of it. I don't really mind what you comment, just leave a comment. I really want to be in touch with you guys who are watching this. And if you're enjoying yourself, I would be honored if you'd subscribe. I won't beg you to, I won't force you to, but I will ask if you do like your time here, then please think about it. That's all I'm going to ask of you. Anyway, with all that said, let's get into the week in review. So, most of the early part of the week was pretty standard day-to-day stuff. I just ate, slept, wrote, things like that. The main days that had any real strength in them in terms of emotionally and physically were Wednesday, where I actually went to the doctor on my own. Now, to make sense of this, you have to know I have a lot of anxiety, I have a lot of physical and mental health problems. I walk with a cane half the time. I get severe vertigo, and I just have a weak left knee. I have fibromyalgia and stuff. I'm not easy to deal with, unfortunately, when it comes to the medical world. And usually my dad helps me because I get brain fogs a lot, and I know he does as well because he has similar issues to me. But we tend to remember each other's issues better than our own. So we usually go to doctors together, and on Wednesday he was really sick, so I ended up having to go to the doctor on my own. And this was a doctor we both see, so I did tell him a bit about my dad's issues, but most of it was just centered on me, which felt really weird, because normally it's centered equally on me and my dad. But I am proud of myself for doing that on Wednesday. I mean, I was scared shitless. I'm not gonna lie. I was really scared on my route there. I was having a panic attack before the car came to pick me up because I get free medical transportation. Which, if you ever want to know about free medical transportation with Medicaid, I don't know if it's in every state, but you do get free medical transportation if you have Medicaid in New Jersey. So if you're curious about that, let me know. I'll help you out with understanding it. Anyway, so the people in the car, even the patients, were really helpful to me. One of them helped me get into the car because the car was too tall for me to physically get into easily. Someone else helped me out of the car. They just tried to keep me calm by talking to me very gently. And I was so thankful for people in both my ride to and from the doctor's office. And that was my first trip to the doctor's office this past week. But it wasn't my last, because I had to get blood drawn, and Dad had 3 doctor appointments in one day at the hospital's clinic. So I went to get my blood work. Dad went to get his 3 clinic appointments done. and we basically spent the entire day at the hospital. Naturally, we both, I think, got sick from the hospital because I've had an uncontrollable cough at times, and Dad's been having some really bad post-nasal drip. But the hospital day was pretty interesting. I got to see things I wasn't used to seeing because I got to see doctors with my dad who he had never met before, and one that I had met before because she treats both of us. But I was surprised when they said they didn't really find anything on Dad's heart test, the EKG. But then again, I never had anything found on my EKGs most of the time. So if he does have the same heart problem I have and that his cousin has, it's hiding from us. And that is not fun because they couldn't find mine for a while. But when I got my ablation done, they had 3 different pathways to burn. And just to explain what I'm talking about, I was born with a condition called Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. What this is a defect where the heart has extra pathways, electrical pathways, caused by nerves that shouldn't really be there. So the main way they can get rid of it completely is to do an ablation where they put you under, they stimulate you first to find where the bad pathways are, but they then put you under, they burn up the nerves that are causing the problems. In my case, that turned out to be 3. And then you wake up and you basically don't have WPW anymore. I had that surgery a few years ago now. My cousin can't get it because he can't be put under. I mean, literally just can't be put under. Stuff doesn't work on him. My dad, if he does have it, hopefully we can get him an ablation just so that he stops having issues, because some of the issues that it can cause are things like blacking out. I still get dizzy, but that's because I have low blood pressure. I still have a really high pulse, which I think is related to WPW for having it so long. But anyway, enough of that. I have taken a few walks the past week. My father and I have been trying to do some walking, and to do that we actually use Pokemon Go to help us. We've made a lot of friends through Twitter on Pokemon Go, so now my dad's constantly struggling to get gifts to give them, which is kind of entertaining. I'm not that pushy about when I get the gift. I just give what I can when I can. But we've made friends. I'm going to put in parentheses because we don't talk to these people, but we've made friends through it, and it's nice to have people to play with in some aspect. And actually, on Friday when we went to the hospital, Dad and I spent a number of times where we had time to wait, just going back and forth between the 2 Pokestop. Well, one is a gym and one is a Pokestop at the hospital. We actually beat the gym and then learned how the gyms work better. All I know is being in that gym was really exciting, and I'm looking forward to seeing whether we start doing more gyms when we go out. Mind you, I still mean Pokemon gyms. I do not mean going to a regular gym. I need physical therapy before I even think about doing that. Let's see. The last thing I have really to talk about is the reason I have you can barely see me past my neck right here. Like, you can basically see up to my chin. Is I'm trying to hide a really big mess right now, because on yesterday, wait, no, it wasn't yesterday, it was actually at the end of Friday while I was sleeping, I think. I forget exactly when it was somewhere between Friday and Saturday. The neighbor came over and dropped by 2 garbage bags full of clothes she can't wear anymore for me to go through and decide if I want any of it. And there were a lot of clothes in those 2 bags. I'm not even done going through them yet. To be quite honest, I found stuff I like. I found a lot of stuff I didn't like. I found stuff I'm not sure how I feel about. But piles are kind of all over the place. The pile over on the chair behind me is the I like it a lot chair. Pile? I could just call it that though. Then I have another chair over here that also is a pile. That is the I don't know pile. And then all the way by the front door where the bags actually are, I finished going through one bag, so we turned that bag into the not interested bag. So at least that stuff is all kept contained while I make a disaster of the living room yet again. It seems like anytime I have to go through things with declutter, I make the living room 10 times worse. Anyway, besides that, I have to write the thank you letter, obviously, to my neighbor. I wrote some postcards and sent them out this week because I'm doing the postcard swap for NaNoWriMo, and I wanted to get mine on time for a change. I've been trying to do some writing. I've been playing a lot of games, mostly Stardew Valley. I've been thinking of doing another stream one of these days. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know. And that's about it, I guess. Today, I'm hoping to get to the store. I got my staff meeting tonight. Oh, one other thing I did do is I got to finish a comic series that I've been reading to review specifically, and that last chapter just, I can't get over it. And I want you to know I enjoyed it so much, guys. I don't know if the creators are watching, but if you do watch this for some reason, know that I think you guys did an amazing job. I'm very impressed, and that ending just totally blew my mind. And with that, my mind's all very blown, so I might as well let you get time to find things that will blow your mind. But thank you for staying with me for these 12 minutes, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye bye.